Hey guys, welcome to the texture use overview using the Quixel bridge. What you're going to do is you're going to go to quixel.com, you're going products, bridge. You're going to download the bridge, and after the 300 plus megabyte install, you will then open it up. Now, once you open it up, you are greeted with everything. Okay, so once you open it up, you have everything at your disposal. You'll sign in. For this tutorial, let's do a wood. So let's go down to wood. And I'm going to do some planks. Alright, let's find a cool plank. Okay, so let's find some. These are wooden planks. They look pretty cool. Alright, so for this, we are going to, for our download settings, we're doing 4K, Unreal Engine. Probably get away with 2K. So let's do 4K for right now. Unreal Engine, it knows what to do. We're going to download it. Alright, once it's done downloading, you're going to have export settings. Now, are we done downloading? Great. For the export settings, I'm actually going to export this as 2K. We can always re-export it later and get higher resolution, but try to keep things as low as possible until there's some glaring errors. We're going to do Unreal Engine 4.24, and then you're gonna find your installation for your engine. I think it's like Program Files, Epic Games, and then your engine should be there. And for the project location, we're doing Current Projects, the resource folder for the team. And once that's set up, we're going to come over and it will automatically install the Megascans. For us, we are using the MS default material displacement. So if you don't get your materials coming in and you don't have the same controls, it's because we have a custom master material that is super annoying and super big. No, it's actually not that big. We've made it smaller than it used to be. So things that we added custom rotators. So we have a rotator, we divide it by 360 so we can type in our angles. We've done some panning offsets so you can slide things left and right. We've had a desaturation so you can remove the color. We've added smudges so we can have surface smudges. And then for the normal, we've added scratches so we can have surface imperfection for scratches. Or for like water drops. So things that are above or below with a distance. And then for displacement, we have added a switch that turns on tessellation. So with one click, it's either is tessellation or isn't. So there's not jumping back and forth to a whole bunch of materials. And that is it. All right. So you're going to go, if it's not already selected, it's the MS presets, default material displacement, and you'll use the regular displacement. The other two are for Octane, and that is for another tutorial. So what we're going to do is go to our export settings, 2K, JPEG, that sounds great. Hit export, and you'll see that it's going to start populating. Alright, so first thing we do, save it always. Second thing we do is we're going to add it to our collection. So I have two content browsers open. You're going to click right here and you're going to see the collections. And if you don't see it, so this is going to be materials, wood, and we're just going to add it there. So right click, manage collection. It's going to be a material and it's also a wood texture. Cool. All right, and then every time you want to use it, this is key, copy. So like, let's say we search our collection, instead of searching all of these files that are here, you just want something simple. I want a material, a wood material. All right, I'll take the wood, and then you'll drag and you'll make a copy to your project. All right, and then save it, because that's always good to do, and drag and drop it onto a surface. Now, the bumps are in the surface just to show you the changes a little bit easier. And I'll do the same thing for this box. All right, there we go. So let's go over what this material does. It's already got the albedo, roughness, normal, displacement. All right, pan slides things up and down, or left and right. On the U, pan the other way. It's just gonna slide them up and down. Tile makes things smaller, bigger. And then the offset is, so for instance, if this was real tight like that, and tiling just didn't make it work properly, we could offset it in one direction instead of in two. Alright, and then rotation is exactly what you think it is rotation. Boom, 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 boom. So let's say I want a 45 degrees. Boom. Cool. So we got rotation. Desaturation, it's already pretty desaturated, but if you turn this up to 1, oh, it loses a little bit of the color. You can kind of see it. So let's go ahead and do a tint. Let's say I want this a little redder, yellow. You'll need to adjust the intensity. So how yellow? We can turn that down. Makes it look like painted boards, like washed out, painted. Anyways. Alright. Metallic, is it metal? Yes or no? This isn't, but we'll treat it like it is. Roughness, let's make it shiny. Alright, normal, how much the normal map's going to come through? 2, 1, 2 is normally good. Specular, we don't really touch this because we use offline rendering, but keep it at 0.5. Okay, and so we're going to make it shiny for a reason. Roughness, let's do 0. And then the normal, I'm turning it down. This is only for this demonstration so you guys can see the surface. Alright, so on the surface we've got a shiny surface, obviously. Okay, I'm going to turn on some smudges. And we're going to turn up the smudges. You'll start seeing them appear. Let's scale it. So what this is going to do is give us some slight imperfections to our surface. It's hard to see, but these are footprints, and I can turn up the strength of them, or we can turn it down so it's just subtle. And then the second one would be scratches. We can turn on scratches. Scratches strength plus makes it bump up. So like if there was grout or dirt, you would bump it up. And then this one is scratches, so we're going to bump it down. And then I can increase the scale so you can see it better. So like that would be a giant scratch right there. Let me make it a little bit. And we turn the scale, see, up and then down. And you would adjust this so it looks natural to the wood. Alright, so we've got some scratches, so like somebody walked across and scratched it up. You can download more textures later. Okay, and lastly is displacement. So for displacement, you're going to click and then you're going to turn it on. And it's going to compile shaders. Alright, not much happened. This might not be a good example, so let's go ahead and jump over to what is a good example of displacement. You know what, we'll see. Alright, I will turn on. I'm going to turn up tessellation just a little bit. Oh, cool. We got a good displacement going. So if you see the side of the boards, we're actually getting polygons that are bending it. So it's actual pushing the boards out. So I can I'm just turning up the tessellation right here, and then we can start turning up the strength, the height, and the contrast. So right now this is sitting right on top, but you see that's kind of poking out. So let's go ahead and turn the height down a little. I'm sorry, turn it up. Keep it at 2. Turn the contrast up. There we go. So it's not going through the boards. And you can play with these settings. If you're not getting any tessellation, the first thing to do is turn up your near tessellation. So it's going to give you more to work with. And then you can start adjusting and playing with these settings. So like too low, the box kind of gets kind of wonky. So 2 was kind of a good place to start. The strength could probably go down. And then the contrast could go down or up. And you play with these for a little bit just to kind of figure out like what it's doing, where it's going from, just depending on the strength that you're looking for. So I'm just looking for something subtle. And that might be a perfect example of just boards going across. And that's it. That is how you use the textures and the materials. I don't think there's anything else. Two-sided is already turned on, and that is it. Alright guys, in the next tutorial we're going to be going over Octane settings with the same thing. Take care.